What up, everybody? Your boy Kelly with 252 Fishing and Adventures. We're talking about the Kiely Rodni case. I'm bringing in some enlightenment, or my point of view, on my perspective, what I've seen and things that I'm highlighting. It's going to be heavily edited. It's going to be things cut out. I'm only picking things that I seen from point blank. That as I believe is the best thing to do in this case scenario, because a lot of YouTubers out there are already doing this stuff. And so, from my perspective, I thought I'd bring in the parts that I seen. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Like I said, it's gonna be edited real big. It's gonna be a lot of cuts in it. So if you see you come from one spot, go to another spot, that's because I cut it out. Either I screen recorded it that way to upload it to YouTube. This video is going to be vigorous, long. I mean vigorous, as I mean long. So stick around. I hope you enjoy. Please watch the video all the way to the end. If you haven't done so already, smash the subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video, turn your notifications on, and let's grow together. And eventually we'll do more stuff like this here, and let's get it rocking. Adventures with a purpose. I've been following these guys. I want to say between 5,000 to 15,000 subscribers. Now they made a name for themselves, and they do a heck of a good job finding people, finding cars, getting cars and stuff out of the water. I commend them 100% on what they do. They do an outstanding job. So, anyway, I call AWP, and let's get into this here situation and see what we got.
Kiely Rodni was last seen August 6, 2022. She was driving a silver 2013 Honda CR-V, license plate number 8, Yankee Uniform Romeo 127.
16-year-old Kiely Rodni was last seen at a 300-person end-of-summer high school party in the Tahoe National Forest that stretched from Friday night into the early morning hours of Saturday. Authorities have conducted search efforts since then, including dive teams that entered Prosser Creek Reservoir on Wednesday, looking near the shoreline for signs of Rodni or her vehicle, but they found no clues to lead them to Rodni's whereabouts. Police said she last spoke with her friends and family shortly after midnight on August 6th, and her phone was turned off around 12:33 a.m.
All right, you just heard they said that her phone, haven't heard nothing out of her since after midnight, and her phone was turned off, or either the battery died at 12:33. That's when she contacted her mother. So how did Sammy call her or contact her at 12:36? Just listen out, you'll hear it.
Has expressed frustration at the lack of viable tips, and that few of the 200 to 300 people at the party are coming forward with information. So we just got out of Best Buy after picking up some supplies here in Reno, Nevada. We're on our way to work the Kiely Rodni case just down the street in Truckee, California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee, Boca, for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
let me stop it right there.
Yeah.
You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake?
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Prosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that everything was working great on the vehicle. At that point in time, I did notice that she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and like, okay, and then she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt. After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was
Okay, well, I'm going to hate to bust his bubble because he's not a roadside assistant guy, because if he was and he had to train it in like he's supposed to be, common sense tells you can start a vehicle in neutral, but your foot has to be pressed on the brake the whole time. Only thing you can start a vehicle in neutral without pressing the brake is a manual shift vehicle. Someone have what they call a clutch override. You can press that in and start it without pressing in the clutch. But yes, automatic vehicle like Callie Rodney's CRV, you can start that in neutral. So I have no clue if he knows what in the world he's even talking about. There's a lot of people saying that he's suspect, but I'm not speculating to that because with him being a roadside assistant guy, and he might not have been working with him long, so, but anyway, you can't start a vehicle in neutral. You just had to apply pressure on the brake to do so. We have a 2017 Kia Forte, and you put it in neutral, you can start it up. I got a friend of mine's got a Honda CRV. It's a 2014 model, which is not much different than a 13. You can put it in neutral, put your foot on brake, and start it up just fine. So he needs to go learn about on that situation or go back and read up. That or they gave me a funny vibe, but you know, he got some points on some things.
The sweatshirt's like, it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt. Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a black San Francisco flat top ball cap facing forwards. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. It was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was going on. But other than that, he was a thinner built guy is the best way I could put it, with a bro tank, and it was a white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, or maybe it was acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. He was also a little bit shorter than me, so I'm 6'3".
In hindsight, you're realizing all of this. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared. But it was around noonish, 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her. During that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day. Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours. To obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system-wise. At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone.
You saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah, but then everything spiraled out of control, and I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and then I saw you guys.
Now we know we probably have a tie to Boca, which was already on my radar. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me. They go through
dispatch. So you don't have... So when you were digitally dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call, and nothing went through. It went straight to voicemail. Yeah.
Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did state that her phone was dead. So she used whatever guy, whoever this was, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
And what was... You mentioned, she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
Granted, I at the time I didn't realize again that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal.
Yeah.
So I can see why at the time it's just a normal call.
She kept on going over that, how do you secure your seatbelt that like firmly and like do it correctly, and that's
When she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
on the opposite side of the car.
So he could hear the conversation as well?
Every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team. Better to say, like one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa. Or if we were at the front of the car going about the battery and talking about the battery, he was always on one side, she was on the other. They were never close to each other.
She was uncomfortable. Because that screams awkwardness and someone being uncomfortable. And when in that scenario, if he was there with her, he should have been right next to her. If not, dealing with you the entire time and not her. Did she seem high or intoxicated or?
I thought that maybe she was either hungover or just had a really rough day. She looked distressed.
Can you show me on the map where you saw her?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're here in Reno. Let's go down to Truckee. There's Prosser, there's Boca. Just drop a pin on the road exactly where you saw her.
Well, we're at the right place, right? Boca, you come in, you follow this road down. I think that is the turnout right there. Yeah, this is it. And so right there, how she was coming out this way,
So
and
her front end was facing 894.
Yeah.
All right. And did you leave before her, or did she leave before you?
I left before her.
Was there anybody else around?
There was people far back here, yes, but not near her, no.
Did you notice anything in particular in her car at all?
I mean,
stuff,
besides perfume bottles and actually there was a perfume bottle that was in the center console, and that was all that I recall, to be honest.
Did she have anything on her keys at all?
I don't remember.
Did you say that you guys have cameras that could possibly get some sort of facial recognition on?
Yeah, so we do indeed. We have cameras facing front and rear of our vehicles, as well as we do have like.
Now, a lot of people was talking about that these tow trucks, rollbacks, none of that don't have cameras on the front or back. This day and time, it pays to have cameras. A lot of people use personal GoPros just to have the reaction of people when they come up. So if anything goes on with the tow truck driver or the driver itself, it's recorded. And so if something comes up and something happens to that driver, they can go back and play the footage. And I know here where I'm at, every tow truck rollback do have front and rear facing cameras with external mics on them to pick up talking and the video, so they can do video and audio at the same time. So what he's telling y'all is 100% true. So if the sheriff's department and them get a warrant for that incident that day, they can get that information and get the video and audio and even the dispatch time that they was just called in and dispatching him out to go there. They can get all that, but I don't see that ever happening.
So we could pick up audio from inside and outside of the truck. So we did have that, and I'm guaranteed, I mean, my vehicle is facing directly towards hers, so, and that's how I normally do it for my protection.
What's the window you're giving us of when this happened?
Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I believe. Because the weekends I usually cover Truckee, so, and that Friday I also worked in Truckee, so, yeah.
If you were to make a bet on what day it was, what would you say?
When I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone, and where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday, farther into Boca.
Everything you just heard unfolded right here where I'm standing. Talking about where Nick described him parking his service van. When he pulled up to give the battery service to Kylie, he parked his van right here, facing that direction. Her vehicle was parked right over here, facing 894. That way. We're going outside of what we would normally do because we're normally working cold cases that have hardly had any resources whatsoever applied to them. This case.
Excuse me. I'm going to skip past Boca because there's nothing there at all. They searched it and thoroughly searched it, and they're not there. So I'll pick back up when they change locations.
Cases free of charge, and they came from miles away to help solve her mysterious disappearance, now 2 weeks after she went missing.
Day 2 in our search for Kiely Rodni. We're beginning right here at Ground Zero, Prosser Family Recreation Site, where Kiely, 16-year-old Kiely, disappeared from, according to law enforcement, this was her last known location. Yesterday, we based our search off of a tip that we deemed credible. We took that, we dissected it, and determined that we should start in a different area. Those areas were within our 10-mile radius. We were able to rule them out, and that's what brings us back to square one here at Prosser Family Campground.
Kiely and her family are from the local area here in Truckee, California. And everywhere we've gone along this search, we've seen these posters absolutely everywhere. It's great to see a community come together in support for this family in need. And it's also because of a community like you that we are able to do what we do. So please, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, share, and watch these videos. We really appreciate everything you do for us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, a lot of questions, as you did mention there, and a big one is this dive team was able to find her. They went out there this weekend, found her pretty quickly, while investigators searched that area and haven't found her. Have they responded to say, I guess, why that is?
Push this out. Time is 10:41. We are now on Prosser Creek Reservoir. This is, according to law enforcement, Kiely's last known location. So we're looking for a silver vehicle. Her Honda CRV is silver in color. Helicopters have stated that they could see the bottom of this reservoir. We've had multiple different extreme levels of sonar utilized by different sonar teams in this reservoir. I'm confident in what they've done. However, and not to sound cocky, but if we haven't searched it, it hasn't been searched. That's our motto, so that we stay efficient and protect the integrity of everything we do as we're working for families and law enforcement. So I'm theorizing that the bottom of this reservoir is a similar color to silver. Could it have not been seen? Absolutely. Could the car be in here? According to law enforcement, like I said, we are at her last known location. They said her cell phone stopped pinging right here at 12:33 a.m. on August 6th. Today we're going to be putting myself and Nick 2 boats in. For one, it's going to be great training for Nick. As you guys know, we're training Nick to be a team lead for our second team. So not only is 2 boats better than 1, but we're also utilizing my ability to put Nick out in front of me so I can see what he's seeing, see what he misses, see if he catches anything, and so forth. Great training opportunity. And speaking with the Placer County Sheriff's Department, they did advise me that it got down to about 55 feet deep. And right now we are at 45 feet, reading on live scope. Real consistent 45 feet here. This just got sent to me. I cannot name who did, but it says, the Truckee Facebook missing persons groups are on fire with speculation about what happened to Kiely. Thing is that some of it may not be speculation. It may be real clues as to what happened. The party, 200 plus, fact is there was a lot of drinking and drugging. Reported fights, some disturbing behavior between Kiely and a girl named minutes before the party suddenly breaking up. And then cars started flying out of the parking lot. Something bad happened and all the kids' parents told them not to get involved. You may want to keep in mind that there's a possibility of what happened to Kiely could be more sinister. And there was a panic. I knew. You know, I feel the same way. A kid goes missing after attending a party of 200 to 300 people. There's always, most likely, something that happened at that party. Someone knows something. someone possibly did something. It's an accurate and fair assessment to make. Not only one person knows, but multiple people know. This boat ramp over here is in our target area as well. This entire reservoir, but we have another boat ramp right here. You can see the cars, how they pull down right to the water all the way over here. So if something bad happens, you can put a car in here anywhere. We are on the side where the party was here at the campground. So if we're gonna find the vehicle, I would fully expect to find it right where we are right now. Really shallow, man. It's only 2 feet.
Hey, does this lake get pretty dry at the end of the summer?
This has probably been the driest it's been in a long time.
Really? Okay. There's some weird. Let me see the camera. We'll go by it a couple times. There's something creating a big shadow right there. So we're gonna go. It's right off this point. If they scanned it, how would they miss that? So I'm assuming it's nothing because they did have dive teams, but I don't want to be the guy that just says, "Oh, it's nothing" because it doesn't look like a car.
Hey Doug, Devin over here. We may have something. It's hard to tell.
Live scope doesn't work, so it's hard to verify, but we're definitely getting a solid cast shadow.
Where are you at?
And it's to, I sent the coordinates to Carson, but we're on the, shoot, is this the eastern part of the shore? I know. We're by the other boat ramp, not the one that you guys went towards, but the one at the top of the lake.
So we're gonna head over here to the other side of the reservoir where there are lots of drive lanes down to the water's edge where people have cookouts, get-togethers, parties, family gatherings. This is a prime location where Kylie's vehicle could have made it into the reservoir. Is that what you just saw?
Yeah. So it's just a big shadow there. You see that?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. It's only 10 feet of water. We definitely have something man-made. Big.
It's probably nothing, but it was a big shadow.
It's something.
Isn't that weird? I mean, it's just big.
It's definitely something directly under us right now. What is that, Carson? Is that a boat? Or is that an SUV? Whatever it is, it has build-up on it. Could be a car. More in the shape of a boat. And I'm seeing similarities that show build-up, which we shouldn't have build-up on this car. It's only been 2 weeks.
It looked like an upside-down sunken boat.
Possibly. Could be a boat. It's something, though. I believe it's a car. And I have to be quiet because I don't want to alarm the entire campground right now. This is an ongoing investigation. Man, we're getting some funny imaging on this, which is indicative of a newer vehicle. There it is. See that? What is that? That's a wheel. See the wheel? Is it a wheel? Is it a boat? It's like a wheel, man. Look at that. Look at that. That's a wheel. That's a wheel. We have a wheel.
And just to clarify everything up, y'all just saw him toss something out in the water. That's a magnet. People use magnets to go magnet fishing. What he's going to do, he's going to bounce it along the edge until he can get something that can stick on, hold on to. Usually, if it's an older car and it's been down for a while, you see it get a tight, strong hold. But with a newer model car, the paint is fairly new. The undercarriage is fairly new, not rusty and stuff like that. So it does slip some. You'll hear him say it in the video.
got a car. We got a car. So trying to pull myself directly over it. Look at that. It's not giving a good reading, but there's a wheel. You see it? We need to go get suited up. We need to figure out how to get our RV over here. You guys put us in this position. Everybody that supports us, y'all put us in this position. We wouldn't be able to afford to do this if it wasn't for you. Let's assess our situation. 18 different agencies. Over 19,000 man-hours have been put into this. Not a zero vehicle was found in this reservoir. That is giving me a really weird reading. It looks just like a car. It looks just like an SUV. And it looks like it's giving me some misreadings the way a newer car would. So amazing scan. Great job, man. Great job scanning that. We need to do this as quietly as possible.
You were able to get a magnet on it?
Oh yeah, and it's slipping. It's slipping on some of the vehicle the way a newer car would. It actually, it's not getting a. It's smooth. I can tell that it's smooth. Is it a boat? It absolutely could be a boat, but I doubt it, man.
Most boats are.
Yeah. Right. No one at camp can know what we're doing. Everybody's phones need to be turned off. If you have a phone, you need to turn your phone off right now. The last thing that we want to do is cause alarm to the family and or the local law enforcement. If this is a car and it's not the car we're looking for, I want to be able to do that peacefully. I don't want to cause a turmoil. If anybody knows that we found a car right now, it's gonna be unnecessary. It's gonna be unnecessary trauma for the family. We need to go back to the ramp and cause as little. We found nothing. We're just moving locations. That's all.
Okay.
All right. If this is her, this means all hope is lost as far as her still being out there.
Right.
And her showing up, her being found safe. This is devastating. This is as devastating as it gets. It's different when we're finding somebody who's been missing for 20 and 30 years.
Right.
This child, 16-year-old, same age as my daughter. She's only been missing for 2 weeks. Literally, the campground is right up over the hill. Right over the hill. This car is 3/10 of a mile from the campground she was at.
To let you know, I skipped through some of the other parts showing him suiting up. I'm going to skip through until he goes under the water. Then I'm going to start about playing it because I'm already almost at 30 minutes. And like I said, this video is going to be long.
Which we have done. Now we need to assess it appropriately. Full assessment. Condition of the vehicle, windows up or down. Do not remove license plate like we normally do.
Copy that. I'm instruct my descent.
Confirm. I see the vehicle and the license plate. We have just found Kylie's vehicle, over.
10-4. Do a full assessment, methodically, slowly. Make sure you focus on footage of the vehicle so that we can accurately relay that to the authorities.
The vehicle is upside down. I repeat, it is upside down. I'm at the rear of the vehicle now, working my way around towards the driver's side, over.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
I'm approaching the driver's side window, trying to get a look inside.
Driver's side window is up. Not busted out. Mirrors intact. How I can tell it's not busted out or down is because you can see the glare of the light. You can see smudge and drip on the window itself.
Cannot positively identify anybody inside yet. I'm looking in the back now.
Back the driver's side window
10-4.
is halfway down.
Take your time. Be safe.
I see a pair of shoes in the back. I'm moving my way towards the back window.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
Glass is intact.
I just confirmed there are human remains in the vehicle. Over.
Human
10-4.
remains in the hatch part of the vehicle.
Passenger window is broken out, it appears.
Passenger window appears to be broken out and it's rolling down.
Rear driver's side window is halfway down.
Copy that. Rear driver's side window is down.
Find the line and return top side.
That's sad. Somebody knows something. This ain't talking.
Yep. That's what we do it for, brother. Good job. Good job. It's positive, you know? All right.
She's in the back of the vehicle. She's not in the driver's seat. It looks suspicious to me.
Yeah.
The vehicle's upside down. Some of the one window is halfway down. One window is all the way down. Call the authorities.
We help families all across the nation, and when we find out, they are notified first. So we're going to notify them first. My very next call will be the local authorities.
All right. You see where the red buoy marks at? If y'all can see that red buoy, with it being a drone, or it's got to be a drone. Let me see if I can do it. I believe I can. I'm gonna get my little stylus pen out. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this here. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, guys. This area right there. Hold on. Let me take that away. And let's get something a tad bit bigger. Okay. Here's the buoy. There's the buoy right there. All right. That's the buoy. Right here, what I'm circling, on the inside of that circle, is the vehicle. So you mean telling me somebody up in the air could not see that vehicle? Not at all. Nobody couldn't see that vehicle? And that's what I call BS on that part. But that's just me. I had my thoughts. And that's what I was thinking. So that was my thoughts, my theory when I first seen that, and I had to share that with y'all. I noticed it in AWP's video when they done this here part, but I'm gonna watch a little bit more of it. Then we're gonna skip to another part of another video and put a little highlights and stuff in that video as well.
Right there is the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it? That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater.
For most of the people saying they did not contact the family, well, that's her dad and her granddad. So that's family. Because her mom didn't go there doesn't mean they did not contact family. If they didn't contact family, so why is he talking to the dad and granddad? That's what blows everybody off or blows me out of proportion when all these other people saying they haven't contacted the family at all in the chat comments and stuff like that. So a lot of people are putting up there that they had and they haven't. So that's her dad without the hat on. The other little fishing hat, the green shirt, that's her granddaddy.
Specialize in it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car.
So granddaddy comes up and asks us the car upside down. Well, most times some cars do go upside down, but they don't know the logic reason for that. It could be because the window's down, one's busted out, or whatsoever. I have no clue. But you won't know unless you have another vehicle of that make and model and have it go off in the same area and do a demonstration to see how that vehicle will act with the same amount of windows down and stuff like that right there.
It was in the water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's halfway down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
As you heard, the granddaddy says one's halfway down, the other one's all the way down. How would a granddaddy know all this if nobody didn't let him know something or told the family something?
Which window's up or down?
The, what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No.
Is she in the driver's seat?
No.
She's not.
No.
She's
in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend. This your daughter. This your daughter. Dude. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of that. This. Yeah.
It's going to be my last hurricane.
And they got mixed up on the windows. The driver rear is halfway down. The passenger front window is either busted or rolled all the way down.
I'm Doug.
Okay.
Who are you with?
Detective with Nevada County. Yes.
Okay.
I want to be able to confirm everything that.
Yeah, behind me, the buoy where you see the buoy behind me, 14 feet under the buoy is her vehicle. My diver.
All right, guys, we already know what the situation is from here, so I'm going to go on and find another clip that I'm going to play off of. Like I said, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who's put the time and thoughts into doing this here situation. And, I mean, whether if you're from California, New York, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, it don't matter where you're from. Tennessee, whatever. if you're trying to help somebody narrow something down and you see something else, go with it. Well, I got another video I'm going to bring up. Some things was touched and go in that video. I don't know who these people are. Only certain ones I do, certain ones I don't. But we're going to go to it and we'll go from there. Alright, this right here is from a young lady named Xaname and her dog Hazmat. They're going across the creek, and it's about a month ago or so, or whatever. There's a lot of speculations that she knows something that she's not talking about, or she's not saying anything. I believe giving somebody a fair shake and, you know, listen to what they got to say and go from there. I mean, but anyway, she's got a kayak and she's at Prosser Creek Reservoir. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a bits and pieces of this here. And my main thing is at the tail end, I got something I'm going to show y'all. And then I'm going to start up another video because that part is going to be the main thing I want to get to of this here. Because I saw in one of the lives or one of the videos, they was looking something that was in the back of her vehicle. They didn't know what it was. Just to let everybody know, just over the way is where Kylie's vehicle is found. She's not going to go in that direction. I've already know that. If you're looking at the screen in front of her kayak, to the left of it is where Kylie was found. To the right is a trail that you can walk, a walking trail type deal. That's the way she's going to go. But watch the cuts in this video.
Hi, Prosser. Here we come. Alright, you want to go this direction? Sure, you strapped in? Yeah? Good boy.
See how quick it cut it? She was a right good distance away from that area.
kayaks are over here. Okay, come on. It's a steep hill. Woo. Alright, come on. Alright, guys. So, this is where I'm at. Here. Woo! We need to work out more, Hazzy. This is a steep hill. Okay. And we're here. Wait.
Done cut out again.
Okay, come on, this way.
And there's a lot of speculation. People wonder why she's not taking the video that she's recording on her phone and added into her video. I've been seeing a lot of that too. Things she's talk to text or recording with her phone and not added it in her videos. I mean, some things you know you want to keep sentimental value because you went there and something you ain't done before, or you just want to log a little trip in your phone other than your GoPro or a camera, so that way if something happens to your footage online or something like that, you get deleted or taken down, you have footage in your phone proving to you there.
Alrighty, guys. I think I'm coming up to the campsite. So let's take this trail, see what this leads to. And just for reference, this is where the lake is. Okay. So, the road. Come on. Good boy, Hazzy. I'm hoping my kayak's not gonna get stolen. Wow, it's all the way down the lake. That's a bit of a hike. Okay. I think this is it. I think this is the campsite. So let's check it out. What's over here? That looks about right. Bunch of trees. The lights might have been one over here. And it's a really pretty site. Really pretty. This is right by the lake.
There's no way that will hold 200 to 300 people, if not more. Not enough room.
That is sweet. And kind of in an eerie way. Obviously, it's been here for a while. It's at the tree campsite. Hazzy. Sorry, I got everything else on GoPro. Yeah, this seems about right.
You got everything on GoPro. What's on your phone, you not put it up. I don't understand that thing.
The location's right. The table's over there. Okay. So,
it could possibly hold the amount of people. I mean, if you split up in different
so this is it,
parts,
you guys.
going too down.
I am at the location.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can see that part holding 200 or 300 people where she's at now.
Let me make a little bit more of a slower video for you guys. So we are at that campsite location for this huge party. I do love this location. It's freaking phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Just guys, look at that. Hazy, look at that. That's amazing. All right, let's go to the tables. Hazy. Sorry if I'm keep getting cut out, but one of the reasons I don't want to make the videos way too long, because it's really hard to upload good quality with a low reception here. So these are some of the tables. And it's like a little barbecue pit. Oh yeah, oh, there's the bathrooms right over there. Okay. I wonder if they were roasting me. Oh man, that looks amazing. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting.
All right, this is the point in time I'm gonna get down to the meat and potatoes, what everybody's been looking at, and try to find out what it is.
So here. Alright, Hazy, let's go back.
That was kind of weird. She leaned over and said, there she is. Not 100% sure what she's talking about in that area or about that situation. Somebody said, I'm not 100% sure that's what it is, but said they went there and buried a dog there. But her dog is with her. So that's impossible. So anyway, I don't see that happening. I'm thinking they put a rock there in memory of Kylie, maybe. Or maybe to put a rock there for people to sign, that, or somebody to come there and say, you know, come there and look at it, you know, and just say there she is. Or something of that nature, because that's the campground she was at. I'm not 100% sure on that, guys. Something strange about that part. Anyway, let's skip through to the main part. Back on the water. When it gets up closer to where she's going to put her kayak at, I'm going to slow it down, slow pop. Ignore the sound. It's not what I'm looking for to point out at all whatsoever. I will pause on what I'm looking at. I might go back and forth a couple times to get what I'm looking for. Alright, now it's time to slow it down. Y'all see that thing right there with the little green like thing on to the right of the bottom right? That's the thing everybody's been wondering what it is. But watch this in slow-mo. I can slow it down a little bit more.
On the other side.
And see, that thing right there is a jet propulsion that you can ride in the water with. I can go back to normal speed now because I'm done. If I can't remember, it was Captain Kirk or Roundup Church, one of the two was doing a live, and they was looking into that thing there, wanting to know what it was. If they had played the video a little bit more and slowed it down as I was getting to them to tell them that, they could see what it really is and more of a just like detailed thing here. As you see me blowing it up, you can still see the outline what it is. Not sure what it is. Most average divers that's been diving for a while and want to go down deep, they use something like that. Don't know what she used it for unless she dives. I have no clue. But anyway, I thought I'd bring that up. And that's going to be the end of this video. I will put some pictures up that I screenshotted. I got 2 of them I'm going to put up. And in this video here, when I edit this video, then I'm going to do another video of a couple more things. And then I'm going to put it all together. So it's going to probably be a couple hours long. So anyway, catch y'all in the next video.